Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the potential cyclone here, and it's looking pretty interesting. Like once again, because we could get a cyclone that could form near the Mozambique area, and it looks like it could form into quite a significant cyclone and hit the Mozambique area again, just like Cyclone Idai did, and that's a record storm with record record death tolls, and the damage is just unheard of. It's just like sad here. But the thing is, with this storm, it might hit more northern bits of like Mozambique. But the spiral bands will be obviously really big, and the rain bands will be pretty intense. In the areas that got affected by Idai, they may get more effects of the storm as well, like with rain and maybe catastrophic flooding, and maybe some strong ones as well, because it could go more south than what they're showing. But I'm going to show you what the models are showing. So first off, we're going to look at the GFS. So here, as you can see, the cyclone is starting to form here. As we get towards 30-minute 8, it's starting to really intensify. It's quite small and compact at this point, but it's still intense. It's a 942 millibars, so that's probably a Cat 2 to a Cat 3 on the Australian scale. So that's really intense. And then as we go on, it looks like it was going to become landfall just on the border of Mozambique, but then it starts to head more south, and then it makes landfall towards the eastern side of Mozambique. Like a dime made landfall around this sort of area here. So, as I said, if you're in Mozambique, you just could get another cyclone forming towards the end of the month, and it's getting into the frame now where obviously the track isn't certain, but the chance of a cyclone around the area here is pretty damn likely. I don't know why I said damn there, but there you go. But yeah, it looks like we could definitely see a cyclone form, a pretty intense one, and then it makes well, it actually stalls as well, and that's an actual really bad sign. A cyclone stalling creates more rain. It could create flooding, landslides, and that's just catastrophic. And Mozambique do not need this at all at this time. Like, they're still recovering, and it's just sad if this comes off. And I generally hope it doesn't come off at all. If we look at the relative humidity, so obviously the brown shadings mean obviously dry air, and cyclones can't form in dry air because there's no convection. If it's more of a turquoise and green, then that means it's moist, and then cyclones can form under a moist atmosphere. So when it forms, there's plenty of moisture around it, and then it's maybe towards the end we could get more of an intrusion towards the northern side of the solar, so it can make it more compact, but it doesn't look like it's really going to affect it. And then obviously it starts to affect it more, but it's going to stall, it looks like. So it's so glad we're gonna have to really keep an eye on. If we look at the wind shear, yeah, and you're gonna have to be careful with reading this, because I had to learn this over time. Storms creates its own wind shear. So if it's around the storm showing 20 odd knots, you might think, oh, no wind shear, but that is just not the case. If there's wind shear around the storm, you might think, oh, well, it can't form, it's not favorable. But that's wrong, because storms can storms form their own wind shear, so you kind of have to be careful when you're reading these. And obviously over time I've started to come to terms with that. So as we go on here, as you can see, it's forming its own wind shear here, but I could definitely see that the wind shear definitely looks like it's between the low to moderate stage, so between 10 knots to maybe 17 knots, which isn't the best, but it's still favorable for cyclone development. So it might make it not form to a Cat 4 or 5, but it's enough probably for it to become a cyclone, to maybe a major cyclone. And then as it makes landfall, wind shear just stays between the moderate area, and it might actually increase as well, as it makes its way towards Mozambique. If we look at the ECM here, so the ECM is showing a pretty intense cyclone as well, compact. But the difference with this one is it makes landfall on the border and it doesn't stall, so that's the only difference here. And then if we look at the 850 HPR wind here, as it makes landfall, it's definitely pretty intense here. So it could be category 2 on the Australian scale. It looks like, yeah, it definitely looks like a Cat 2-3 on the Australian scale. it then makes landfall on the border of Mozambique. If we look at the 7-day change of the sea surface temperatures here around the Mozambique area, like where it could make landfall, it is below average. But if I show you the actual temperature on average, so not the change on average, it's actually slightly above average on the coastline. So it's got plenty of fuel for it to form, and the temperatures seem to be around 29 to 30 degrees. So there's nothing really in the way of stopping it. Maybe then some dry air might intrude, wind shear might increase in this way and like stop it in the long run, but it looks like we could see a major cyclone forming and potentially like affecting like where it did kinda, and that's just like really like not like what they need. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you don't miss another upload. And as I've said, if you're in the Mozambique area or like on the southern area, please keep an eye on the forecast, and I'll be doing daily updates, especially on like this cyclone as it develops. And yeah guys, it's just looking like serious, especially for the Mozambique area potentially. Right, I'm gonna upload tomorrow, so I'll see you later.